Hi everyone, welcome to Behind the Wheel Racing. Thank you for joining me today. We are at Fuji Speedway in the Grade 4 cars. Took a little hiatus last week, just, life outside of racing getting busy. But we're back this week and happy to be so. We are at Fuji. We're starting off here in the Supra and we are back in 13th. So a little bit of, adversity this week. Nothing super special, but some decent racing. Definitely better than the last week. So we're gonna take that progress, trying to get back up to the podiums as we were a few weeks ago, pretty consistently. But just trying to put pieces back together again. Jumping into this first race here, we are in a nice little battle with this Nissan. That Lexus is gonna go. That Nissan is finally gonna kind of peel away after that penalty. I see these three drivers getting into it. I get excited thinking I can jump up on the opportunity, and I send myself in a pirouette. Just getting on the gas way too quick there. This is a FR car, so it's a front mounted engine with rear-wheel drive, for those of you who don't know. So with those types of cars, you do have to be a little more cautious out of the corners, because you don't quite have the balance that like a midship like that McLaren right there would. This McLaren gets into it a little bit here. The Nissan flies by, just get a way better exit, and then this guy just kind of shoves his way in, but make a move up the inside here, although that will not be sticking. They're going to just kind of push the inside of us out, and we are just going to continue on racing behind them. But they slide out again right there, and we're going to just make it by them just barely. We're just going to bow right up there. Maybe could have left them a little more space there. That Nissan picks up a penalty, and then that Lexus is going to finish right in front of us. So we are going to end up in 9th place. Again, nothing super special, but we did receive a clean race star on this one. So, always happy to see that. At least I'm not creating any issues for any other drivers, and, gained a few places. So not great when you start far back like that in these races. It really is tough to get all the way up because you never know what kind of driver you're going to run into, midway through the race. So in our case, we ran into that McLaren, who was a little bit pushy, but that's okay. We kept it on the track and ended up in front of them. So we're going to jump into the second race, still in the Supra. We are starting behind another Supra here, and I'm going to look up the inside here because I was hitting this corner pretty well. This first turn, I was doing very well with it, but I decided to play it safe. I'm glad I did, because if I dove inside, who knows where that Supra would have been, and they do it themselves anyways. Around a couple corners, I have this Citroen taken care of here, make a nice move, and then I'm sitting behind this Ferrari here. This Ferrari was quick on that next lap, but for some reason they just veered off here. I don't know, maybe a wheel disconnection or something like that. So kind of sucks because we were having some good racing going. So here's where it really starts to suck. I get way too anxious on the last lap of this race, see the penalty, get frustrated, try and get a quick exit out of that turn, and there's a slight elevation change there, and it drops into the turn going left, and when you gas it too hard in those circumstances, then it's expected that you're going to spin, and that's my fault. I just got on the gas too quick. We're going to lose that place to the Supra, and we're also going to lose a place to that Citroen that we passed prior. So we're going to end up in 11th place. This was not one of the better races of the week, but adversity happens. We just keep on driving. Jumping into this third race here, I jump into the McLaren 650S Grade 4 race car, and I did this because it's a midship car, so that engine is mounted more towards the middle of the car. For those of you who don't know what that means, it provides better balance in the car, so it's pretty popular amongst race cars to have a midship engine. All kinds of variety, but I thought I'd give this a try since I was cooking the Supra's tires a little bit too quickly out of corners and losing, just spinning out of corners. So I thought I'd give this one a go, and it worked fairly well. I was able to keep it on track and do fairly well. Gonna make a move up the inside of this Ferrari, but a little bit too much on the gas there, not quick enough on the brakes, and they're going to move in. I'm able to stay up the inside of this Mazda and right behind the Ferrari, kind of just slide myself right in between them. This guy's serving a penalty, so I try and get past him as quick as possible, and I take the inside line here. They give me a little tap, but that's fine. Give me a little speed boost for this straightaway, and we're able to stay in front of them through that until the corner here, and they just blast through that Supra, and unfortunately I don't have any time to react to that. I tried and crank it right as hard as possible, but that Mazda just placed them just perfectly in front of me, so not much I could do there. Get along the outside of this Mazda and just take it way too wide, and now I've got a car behind to deal with that same Supra. They were able to recover pretty well, and now I'm defending up the straight. That was a stupid little plow through the grass, but I was able to stay on, and that Supra's going to go all the way outside. Now, they weren't giving out penalties for track limits on that side, so you could run that over technically and keep going and get a place. So they do exactly that. I'm going to stay right next to them. They're going to go wide. I'm going to kind of give them a little dummy here. I'm going to go outside. They're going to cut back across, and I'm going to go right back inside and make a nice little kind of a dummy move there. And I'm able to ride off through that straightaway. They're pretty quick, and they got a good draft off of me, and I guess they were just sick of the race at that point because they absolutely barrel through everyone right there in that corner. I hate seeing that, and we didn't really gain a lot of places from that. We're still back in 11th, so that kind of sucks, but you know, there's people out there that do that. So unfortunately for the other drivers, but I'm gonna stay on the track here until this Ferrari comes into the side of me, and they kind of pull away. I made some mistakes throughout these next couple corners here and just can't quite keep on them. So we're gonna finish this race in 12th. Not super stoked about that, but you know, that's racing. It happens. We're gonna stay in the McLaren for this last race here. We're starting in 10th place. Not a great starting position, but a little bit better. And the people behind me drop way far back on the start here. I'm not sure why. I think that's just maybe a glitch in Gran Turismo. Let me know in the comments if you know what happened there, if it was just a glitch or if they're left behind on purpose, but I highly doubt that. I'm sitting here in this last race I got for you in this video. I thought about going up the inside, and they're going to move across. I tapped them on the back there. I just didn't brake quick enough, and they turned in, so no big damage done there. That same Ferrari serving a penalty, so we're going to jump into 9th place, and we're sitting right behind that Nissan once again. And they go up, and they try and block that side, and I'm coming up quick with speed, so whether or not I should have hit the brakes, I don't think I should have, because they're just kind of cutting in front of my line, and I was coming with decent speed there. They're going to stay in front right here, and now I've got a car right to the side of me, that same Ferrari, so we're going to have to be careful going in this corner. It is a high-speed corner, and if you take it too wide, you'll get on that grass right there. Your tires are going to get dirty, and it essentially ruins like the rest of your lap here, because it does take a second for your tires to get clean again. We're going to make a move on the inside of that GTR, and we're going to stay as close as possible to the inside on that turn and try and just get a clean exit out of there, and we do. And the last lap is going to be kept nice and tidy here, so I'm able to finish in 7th, so not a horrible race by any means. Definitely better than the last few I had in this video, so you know, making some progress, but you know, doing what I can. I appreciate you guys watching this video. As always, like, subscribe, comment, do what you will with it. I appreciate y'all watching, and we will see you next time.